Hello again, welcome back to Wemblesden. Just thought I would do a quick little update video on the Swiss layout as I'm about to make some major changes to this end of the baseboard, so I thought I'd just share with you the reasons and the future plans. So if we have a little look over here, as you can see the line comes across this bridge, disappears into this tunnel. This is something I just knocked up last night, was this start of this avalanche shelter. But the issue I had was that the lines on the bottom level came round here and then they curved through there, and they were quite tight in relation to the next levels. This was because the original layout was going to be a lot shorter. Now the problem I had was that as you go higher up, you get to this level up here where you got the second bridge across the gully there. That comes down here, and as you can see that level is not far off this level, and as it come round the corner I would have ended up with practically a drop from here straight down to where this other track was, and it just didn't work visually. So before I went any further, I had a rethink yesterday and I've come up with a new plan for how we're going to do this. So basically what I'm going to do, is I'm going to extend this section of the baseboard by another 4 inches, which is going to come right up behind the back of my desk. Now what I've done is last night I took up some of the track. This is temporarily pinned the new track in, so you can sort of see, if I do that, you can sort of see how the track sort of leaves this existing track bed. The tunnel's being moved further away. The church is now gone on the corner. The plan is to extend the baseboard out as far as where this piece of wood's screwed in. The church, I might actually relocate it up on a bit of a retaining wall there, but I don't know yet, we'll have to see. This sort of headland bit now will come down and end here, but what's good about it is it means that the lake will now extend a little bit further here, because I'd really like to model one of these Swiss pleasure cruises, similar to one that I actually went on nearly 40 years ago with a school trip. Anyway, the main line will swing round from here now, come back out through the tunnel, and the plan is just underneath here where I've got the speakers on my bench. I'm planning to put like a tunnel mouth here, and then the 2 main line tracks from here will actually swing round, go through the tunnel mouth, and then they will join up at the back there. Effectively that then brings this section of the layout, just pull the camera back, much further away from here, which will allow me to then model the landscape, the mountainside coming down here much more effectively without it being a sheer vertical drop. So I can actually have more trees, I can possibly have a little road leading down. I'd like to model a mountain pass actually with a couple of the sort of hairpin bends leading up. So that's the plan for that. I've got to cut up some more timber now to make a frame to fit in here. So I just thought I'd explain it before I go ahead and start chopping stuff up. Yesterday as well I cut out some bits of Formex up here. This will be the top tunnel, which is where the helix comes out, so this will come through here. There'll be a bit of a retaining wall will run along here. As you can see, I've put a cardboard cut out here, which is where the other tunnel mouth will effectively be, so you kind of get an idea where the chicken wire is where the landscape will come down now. So it'll kind of flow down like that right the way down to the lakeside. So scenically it's going to work much better. For the sake of extending the baseboard an extra 4 inches, the back side of this, where I've got the gully, this will kind of go up against the side of there, and once the rocks are in and the trees are planted, it will kind of hide that section of the line. This side I'm undecided what to do yet with the top of this. We'll come to that in a bit. I think the main priority at the moment is just to sort the end of this baseboard out, get this track back down, and then I can start cracking on with putting the track down on the helix and that, and see whether the trains will go up. I mean, they should do. When I did the initial tests a few months ago, I had a 90 running up and down a gradient like that for a fair few hours with a set of coaches on, and it seemed to cope okay. So that's kind of where we're at with stuff at the moment. Just why we're here. The layout's sitting on a new frame now. This was recycled from Wemblesden's frame. Over here I've got my desk with my music gear, which is in the process of being set up. I've got my brand new workbench is this side. Again, I just got to sort the stuff out. And the layout is actually over here now. It's all packed away until all of this COVID madness sort of calms down. But we've got the town centre boards up there. This needs repairing. It's still, oops, it is. As you can see, it's still loose. This is from when we had the accident in the van on the way back from Stevenage, where we had a wedge that was up in the top of the van that was holding one of the boards, and it actually slid out and fell, and it smacked the baseboard, and it damaged some of the baseboard, so that's got to be repaired. Down here, got this is the Merg kit. These are all the controllers. Where's the ton this thing? Control panels hidden away at the back. This is the corner one. Proof that we did a 10-1 show this year. Managed to stick that on before it got lost. Layout sound unit. This is one set of scenic boards is in there. The other set of scenic boards is in here. This is the fiddle yard boards. My wife made a new cover for that, and this big one in the corner is actually the two rear boards which have got the underground section. They're all crated up and packed away now. So yeah, we're getting there slowly with stuff, but just a quick, like I say, a quick video just to show where we're at with bits and bobs at the moment. So anyway, this is me signing off for a bit. Stay safe, and if I don't do another video before, have a good Christmas. Cheerio.